And users of the messaging site Snapchat, which I don't know very much about, were hacked, and they had their private photographs made public online.
Yes, well, this was a story over the weekend where everyone was slightly terrified. All their private data was on the internet, free for everyone to see. Now, just to explain, Snapchat is a visual messaging service. You can send a photo to a friend, and that photo can be viewed once, and then it's deleted forever. But of course, nothing's forever on the internet. Hackers managed to access millions of photos and put them in the public domain, which is of course very concerning. The main concerning thing is that because these photos are, let's say, can be deleted very quickly or they disappear automatically, the BBC were reporting that, you know, we could have nude images, pornographic images, even images involving minors, which is a real concern. Snapchat had to respond to that, but far from an apology, what they said was that the security breach was not their fault, actually, that the security breach happened because people were saving these photographs, which was against their advice, through third-party applications, and that's how the hackers got to them. Therefore, it wasn't Snapchat's fault. Okay, not great if you're a user and your photos are all over the internet. The tech analysts at Wired were saying that it doesn't matter whose fault it was, the platform's fatally flawed, and if they don't sort out this problem, they're going to be in trouble. This is a company that Facebook bid $3 billion last year to buy, and if they can't protect the security of their users, then it's not a very bright future for them.
Right, well, let's be careful next time we use Snapchat or indeed any of these applications. As you say, nothing is deleted forever. Now, the idea of women fighting in the ranks of the Kurdish militia has been something that news networks have been very excited about. There's lots of international media attention on that. But perhaps in amidst the excitement, perhaps there's been some confusion. Tell us more.
There has indeed. Like you say, the Peshmerga, the female fighters of the Kurdish Peshmerga forces, have been dominating headlines. I think people want to support and applaud this initiative. One woman in particular, their newly appointed leader, Nalin Afrin, her photograph has been circulated widely on the internet. It's been tweeted with the hashtag Nalin Afrin, a message of support. She's become a symbol of the fight against the Islamic State organisation. Le Parisien, the French daily, even wrote an article slightly patronisingly saying that this beautiful, very composed 40-year-old woman was this amazing face of war. They tweeted this same photograph, which has today been debunked by this journalist who says, no, this isn't the woman in charge of defending Kobani on the Turkish-Syrian border. In fact, he debunks the story because he said, I was there when this photograph was taken with another reporter. It was taken in Iraq a month ago. And she is a fighter. She is probably doing something very useful to operations, but she's not Nalin Afrin. That didn't stop a few politicians picking up on the information and wrongly tweeting messages of support. Here you've got the UMP MP Jean-Jacques Guillet and Nicolas Bay as well, again tweeting this photo. I mean, like I say, a woman to be applauded, but not that woman.
Indeed. Well, let's hope that next time we cover that story, we'll know who's who. It's quite confusing, I'm sure. Let's end, though, with a story that has generated lots of speculation for quite some time now. Just what happened? Where is the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un? It's been a while that we've heard from him.
Well, I have no idea, Tom. I can't tell you where he is, but the media's been in overdrive speculating about where he could be this last more than a month now that he's been out of the public eye. The main rumours are sickness, gout, perhaps from eating too much imported cheese, diabetes, or perhaps a foot injury, because he had been pictured with a limp. Because there's no real concrete information about where he is, Saturday Night Live, of course, have done a satire saying, with an actor portraying him, saying that he was playing too much basketball with Michael Jordan, and yes, he hurt his ankles. A French doctor has been quoted as saying he's operated on him, and then we've got some fake tweets. Of course, this is the satirical part of the speculation. This is a fake Prince Charles account saying he's just had a bad haircut, and he's waiting for it to grow back. You've got someone saying he's just catching up with Game of Thrones. And then, my favourite, even God, who is apparently on Twitter, has no idea where Kim Jong-un is.
Goodness, well, the plot thickens. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully all will be revealed very soon. Thank you very much indeed for that, Olivia Salazar-Winspear, with today's edition of Media Watch. It is time now for Focus here on France 24. Now, although a ceasefire deal remains in place in eastern Ukraine, the deadly violence has not come to an end. Ukraine blames Russian-backed forces, the separatists blame Kiev, but rights groups are pointing the finger of blame at both sides. France 24's Gulliver Cragg reports now from Ukraine.
Missiles were still flying nearby as this family assessed the damage to their home.
They are getting closer again. Ukraine wants to destroy us. It's been 5 months now. They've been shooting people's house and the rest. They don't pay our pensions and they destroy our homes.
The rocket came from the direction of Donetsk airport, held by Ukrainian forces. Another from the same direction came in through the roof of the neighbors, Olga and Vladimir. They were not hurt, but numerous others have not been so lucky.
Ukraine's attacks are killing or crippling hundreds of people, but apparently this is just the way it goes. This is just normal, because apparently it's not people who live here. As you can see, we're not people, we're just separatists and terrorists.
Thousands of bewildered civilians in the Donbass believe their government wants them dead. Actually, assuming Ukraine did fire those particular missiles, their intended target was probably these rebel fighters we spotted hiding out some 300